Hey, what's up? Welcome back to PixelHangover.com. Ryan, back at you with some Dead Island Riptide, the second game in the series from Deep Silver, I believe, is the developer. And we're just going to kick it right off. This is after the first mission or two. I am scavenging this beach for some supplies. That's kind of the cool part of this game is being able to collect things and repair things and trade and sell. And I'm going to show you all a little bit of that throughout this video. At least that's the plan. Just kind of walking up this here. Now you see right in the corner this is Goofy something or other. I can't read it at this point. Press left to join. So it's always online, big time co-op type game. I believe up to 4 people. And you can set your game to public, and which I did. And people could come and go into your game if they're in this, relatively close to the same progress that you are. So that's what that was. I could have just hit left on the D-pad and join them. Now I'm playing on 360. It's out for the PS3 and PC. I will say that it's another one of those games that just kind of reiterates that I am so ready for next gen. Visually, it's not impressive at all to me. A lot of little graphical issues, but that's not really what the game's about. It definitely is fun. I wasn't a huge fan of the first one. It just didn't click with me. But from what I've played so far, you're going to want to do that, by the way, to corpses. Make sure they're dead. What I've played so far, I like this. I'm liking this much more. It's still difficult. At least I find it very difficult. I think a lot of that has to do with the aggressiveness of the walkers, as I call them. And the controls are still a little bit of floaty. There's momentum when you move. Everything you do, there's a little bit of momentum, which throws me off just a little bit. So I'm going down here. I'm not really supposed to be going down here, but the game really rewards you for exploring. And anytime you don't see, like, you'll see a little icon like, hey, they have money or they have something. You want to make sure you grab everything off of them because you use money to repair, to upgrade, and then you can, even stuff you don't need, you want to take it because you're going to be able to trade that with people. So I'm actually supposed to go around top here, but I'm just kind of taking a side route here just to see if I can find some new supplies. It probably, it's going to look really good on PC, and I think that if you have a rig to run it, that's where you should do it. I just typically play most of my games on the 360 or PS3, but I'm starting to migrate a little bit over to PC just because visually there's just a huge jump. Any co-op games I still play on 360 with my buddies. That's kind of where we end up. See, I'm full on whatever was in there. I don't have enough room, so I have to get rid of some of those. But you want to grab all the cash you can. And in this respect, it actually has a little bit of a BioShock feel. Even Skyrim, actually. To going around and see, he's not dead. Look at that. There's why you do it. But so, I mean, going around and scavenging everything, grabbing everything, and then using it to earn money and everything, that's a horrible water effect there, by the way. And I remember the first Dead Island, hearing about it way before it came out. And it was a 360 exclusive originally. And I didn't expect much of it. And then it came out, and I remember what was it? I think...
Is anyone there?
Oh, here's a story. I had pre-ordered a different game that came out on the same day as the first Dead Island. And I went to the midnight opening because I had nothing else to do there that night. And if I remember right, it was Resistance 3. So I remember going to the GameStop, and I live in the Twin Cities area, Minneapolis, St. Paul. And so, big area, but I went to the GameStop, and there must have been 50, 60 people there. Literally. And I'm pretty sure Dead Island is a game. And I was the only one there for Resistance 3. I'm not kidding you. And I got laughed at. They literally, when I went up and said, when I prepay, they have you prepay so they can get you out the door real quick. I remember I was actually laughed at for being there for Resistance 3 as opposed to Dead Island. But I couldn't believe how many people showed up for Dead Island. I'm going to turn off notifications here in a second. How many people showed up for Dead Island. So this zombie thing is just nuts. People are crazy. But so here we are. We got up to... made the whole trip around. I showed the ship out in the ocean. And what's going on down here is you hear a bunch of zombies, and there's your what you have. Now, when you first start the game, the first level or two, you're on a ship that's out in the ocean, and you have some weapons and all that kind of stuff. You lose all that when you came ashore. So just keep that in mind. What we're watching here is actually my second attempt at this. I ran up here with my pretty beaten up knife and just my fists, and I got my ass kicked. And I watched the video back, and it wasn't very interesting. I was going to leave it in originally, and there's my split right there. You can see so I'm come back up here, and from what I could tell, when you die, it's one of those let's see, Bioshock kind of situations where you respawn, and everything you've done so far, as how many people you've killed and all that, are still there. There's me pummeling the crap out of this guy. So if you kill half the zombies or walkers and then die, when you respawn, half those guys are still gone. You just got to run down here and take care of them, which I think works because the combat's not great. I don't know if people really love it. I think that it gets pretty deep as you build stuff and really level up, because it's got an RPG element to it. Everything you see, my earning XP as I kill these guys, but especially with fists, it can be quite frustrating just swinging away because you got a stamina bar there. Obviously, you can upgrade everything, but it takes a little while. Kick, but everything takes stamina. As you see, my little bar in the middle, towards the bottom, drains pretty quick. So I just kind of I went up here and I thought I saw a weapon on the table here, and I did. So that was a good pull. So now I got a bat. I'm going to select it. As you can see, I got other slots there, but they're all locked. So here, the goal of this is to help these survivors who don't know you. Remember, you're stranded on this island. Oh, that was a headshot. I mean, that's the one thing that is really fun, is the satisfaction of swinging like a bat like this and landing a headshot. You try to aim high, but there's a lot of, like right there, I fell to the ground. I feel like I just lose control. I don't like that. I'm not big on that, but. Another thing, these zombies take forever to kill. You want to hit them in the head if you can. Not always possible, so you're going to be hitting them 2 or 3 times as they keep getting up. But I mean, I know the people that do like the game will love it. The first one, I'm enjoying this one far better than the first one. I don't know what it is. I think it's just they fine-tuned some of the systems and so forth, but it's still pretty janky. Still feels like a low-budget game in a lot of respects, but. If you like zombie smash, and as you can see, that's what this game's all about. Now, remember, you're immune as the story goes, so you can't get infected, but you can get killed. So you can pop off energy drinks, you can drink some, or eat some food, all that kind of stuff, which helps you out. I'd say about half the zombies that die carry something on them, so make sure you go back and pick stuff up. There's an energy drink. You can see the health of the survivors that are down here. So I'm just going to go from 1 to 1 and help them out. There's a headshot. Oh, that is really satisfying, I gotta say, when you do land those. I'd say I'm a few levels farther than this. I really like. I've leveled up my stamina. That helps out a lot. So there's some acid. All right. So I mean, this video is going to be about 21 minutes long. I don't feel like I need to talk through it all. I want you guys to just enjoy it without me talking, but a couple of these guys you'll see after this mission. I trade with them. You can see that menu is very similar to a Skyrim type thing. And actually, right on that bench right to the left there, I clean up or repair a couple of my weapons and upgrade, which is really nice. I think I do that right here. There's a headshot. It goes slow-mo sometimes when you hit them good. Grab that cash, and then work on my... So basically, it shows you what weapons you have, how much it's going to cost to repair them. I go ahead and repair both of these. If you do regular maintenance, it's cheaper than doing a full-on fix if it's at 0 health. And here's some upgrades, so I can actually upgrade my weapons. So, and there's a create tab too. If you grab a bunch of gears and a bunch of other stuff, you can actually create weapons. So it's pretty deep as you move through the game. But I just wanted to show off this game. I think that if anybody's curious about buying it, if you like the first one, you might as well buy it. You're gonna love this. I think the online is pretty slick. Come in and out of games. Someone actually does jump into this game a little bit later. I don't know if you'll notice, but it's pretty slick, but it is janky. And if I'd say if you have a PC that can run it, I'm going to go ahead and guess that that's probably where you want to run it, just as far as running the best and actually looking the best. I don't think this game's going to look great on any platform. I don't think that that's what this game is really about, but it's a surprisingly deep zombie game. So if you're into Left 4 Dead, if you're into the first one of this, you're into any kind of zombies, Walking Dead, they even call them walkers. I mean, come on. You might as well pick up this game. Maybe wait for it's a little bit cheaper if you're not crazy, but it is certainly playable. It's certainly fun. If you have some friends that like to co-op games, get this game. It's fun. So just keep in mind, don't expect great quality, great, non-jankiness, because there's going to be janky, there's going to be bugs, there's going to be not pleasant visuals. So again, out on 360, PS3, and the superior Godsend PC version, which I'm just guessing. I don't even have to look at it. I just know it's going to be better. So if you have any questions, shoot them in the comments. I'll definitely respond if I know the answer. But here I'm going to get voice acting is not so good. So I'm going to let this guy talk. I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of this video, and I go ahead and do another mission and kill some zombies, and then we have a cutscene that kind of sets up the story about what's going to happen. So I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate it, and hope to see you again soon.
Oh Jesus! I thought we were goners. Where the hell did you come from?
It's not important. What is important is locking this place down, starting with the bridge. It's the weakest point in our defenses.
You're not telling me anything I don't know. The bridge is our bloody weak spot. We've got some fences. Maybe securing the other entrances will slow them down. But I need you to put them up. Can you lend a hand?
Yep.
I appreciate it. Grab the rolled fences and put them up in the designated spots.
I'm glad you made it.
Why am I the only one doing this?
Slow them down. Thanks.
Fucking freaks.
We need to hold them back. Here they come! They're coming from the gate. We need to hold them back.
That had to bloody hurt.
Bloody hell, that was close. Struth. I was hoping it wouldn't come to that, but they would have overrun us. Now, the fences are working, but you were right about the breach. We need to blow it. It's too dangerous. Take this flare gun and use it to ignite the barrels by the bridge.
For Christ's sake! Getting better.
I heard the explosion. You blew the damn bridge? Was that really necessary?
Well, thank God you survived.
Yeah, now I owe you something, motherfucker.
Get up, you son of a bitch.
Whoa, whoa,
I owe you
whoa.
something too.
Apparently you've all met.
I know what it looks like, but I swear to God, I meant you no harm. That operation was out of my hands. It was Serpo.
So who was he?
He works for a private concern. His superiors own my superiors, and they're the ones calling the shots. I'm sorry for what they did to you, but there's no way that he...
What exactly are they doing here, Colonel?
The rumor is they're trying to weaponize this plague for use as a bioweapon. Being immune, my guess is your blood is essential for their research.
You knew this, yet you did nothing to stop them.
I'm a soldier. I follow orders.
Well, soldier, here's an order for you. Go fuck yourself.
Just listen to me. I can help you. There's a military outpost in Henderson, and I know the commanding officer. They have food, water, weapons, and a way off this bloody island.
Last time we trusted the army, they threw us in a cage.
Look, I understand how you feel, but we don't have much time here. This island, it's about to be nuked.
Nuked?
Yeah, we heard that same story on Benoit. Ain't no bombs fell there.
Are you sure about that?
This would explain all the air traffic recently. Choppers flying out with equipment crates.
That's right. They have to cover up what they've done here. And once they're through evacuating the island...
They're dropping a bomb?
Listen, I trust this asshole about as far as I can throw him. But if what he's saying is true, we should
need
hear
to
him
get
out.
off this goddamn island.
Fuck me, man.
So, Henderson it is then.
If that's the case, then we're all coming with you.
All right then. Let's move. Only 5 of us are immune, so some of us should stay and defend the camp while the rest scout for a way out of here.
Good. Let's get to it.
All right, Colonel. But if you're lying to us, God help you, because we sure won't.